Greetings to another video. I promised I would share my endurance setup with you and the things that I take. And yeah, this is that video. For me, this is the stuff I would take if I was gonna do anything above 300. I think less than that, I would probably take less. But I think after that, after you go 300, this is pretty much what I would take. I hope this helps any of you that are getting into endurance riding and wanting to kind of go further, and I hope this gives you some tips. But if there's anything else that I've not covered, leave it in the comments and I can always make another video or reply to those comments, because I do want to like help encourage any of you if you are wanting to ride a bit further. So let's get into it. I think I'm going to start off with the actual bike. This is a Ribble Endurance SL. If you followed me for a while, you'll know I just love this bike. It's my favorite bike. It's just amazing for long days, hilly days, rim brake. I just absolutely love this bike so much. And here we have the Cockpit. I know some people anyway, they really hate when people refer to this as a Cockpit. Basically, it's my bars and what I attach to them. So head unit is Garmin Edge 1030 Plus, and it's really good battery life, and yeah, really like that. Then I've got light. This is my backup light. It's an exposure trace. This is really tiny, really light, and really good battery life on that, and it's really bright, so that's a perfect little backup light. And then there's a quad lock, which I really love for long rides. I don't have that necessarily on like shorter rides, but definitely on all my long rides, because I put my phone on it and listen to podcasts and then like change them over. So yeah, I really like having that on. I don't have it on the whole time of a long ride, but it's just good to have it there. And then especially if you need to kind of reroute or, I don't know, take a call or something, you can pull over and do that. So yeah, really like that. And then my Garmin and GoPro, and then my light I'm going to show you in a minute, are mounted on, this is a K-edge mount. It's metal, really, really good. I've had it years and yeah, it's been perfect. So yeah, there's that. And then I've got my GoPro, as you can see there, which is just attached with a GoPro mount, which is attached under the K-edge mount. However, that is just what I have, I guess, the setup for in the daytime. Whereas at night, I take that off, or when it's dark, or really early in the morning, and put my light on it. And this is the light I use. This is the Exposure Strada. It's phenomenal. It's got really, really good battery life, and it's super bright. You can see, like, when it's completely pitch black, it just lights up the road like a car headlight, basically. It tells you how long is left on each mode, so you're never gonna get kind of caught out in the dark. So really, really good feature. And that's got like a little mount so that it can attach to the GoPro mount. I really like having it there because my bars are quite narrow. They're 38 centimeters, so there's not really a lot of bar estate to go at to put stuff on. So yeah, that's how I mount everything. And then my top tube bag, I love this thing. Like, I've had it years. Actually, I've had a couple of different ones. I've had the same bag, but I had to replace it because I broke the zip quite a few times because I stuffed too much in it. But it's really, really good. And in there, I've got, oh, actually, they're my gloves. I take food, so I've got a bag of dates, and then I've also got, what else have I got in there? Oh, that's a electrolyte tablet that I didn't use. I just wrap it in paper, put it in there. And toilet roll in case you need to go to the toilet when you're out in the wilderness. Also, if you do that, just make sure you take your toilet roll with you. Do not leave anything in the beautiful nature. And then I just have my GoPro in that, and my phone if it's not on the quad lock, and that is it. Can you see the scuffs on the wall from my mountain bike? Oh. These are the bottles. I've got a litre SIS one. These are my favourite bottles just because they're just really big. They hold a litre, you don't have to stop as much. And then I've also got a Strava one. So that one I fill with electrolyte and water, and that one I fill just with sugar and a little bit of water as well, just to mix it all up. Make your own little carb drink. Also, a little tip, if you've got long hair, put an elastic round the bottle just so in case you lose it, because I've had it one when you're like in a little plait and then it just falls out and then your hair's flapping all over the place. So yeah, just take a little spare. This is the Trace R rear light, so I've just put that on there. That's another backup, and I'll show you the main light in a minute, but yeah, that's a really good little light as well. Super bright, sturdy, lightweight, amazing lights. Also, look how grubby this is. Oh, actually, I'm glad you can't, it's cut out of the frame, it's filthy. I need to clean it. And then now I'm going to show you what's in the bag. Oh God, that is really filthy. Oh God. But yeah, I'm gonna show you what's in that now. So I generally use this one. I think this is a 7-litre one, and I've got a 5-litre one as well, just depending on, generally in summer I'll take the smaller one. In like when it's going to be a bit cold and I've got more stuff to put back in it, I'll take the bigger one. But it's, one tip, always take like more bag space than you think you're going to need, in case you need to like take some clothes, not all your clothes off, but take like warm layers off if you've set off early in the morning. And if you buy any food and you want to like carry them, if you buy bagels for example, you don't want them all in one stop, you can just take them with you. So I think it's because I don't like, so I'll get onto what's in it in a sec, but I don't like having stuff in my pockets. I just don't want the weight on me. I'd rather have the weight on the bike, just because I don't like it. I think because I climb so much, I don't like feeling like it's swinging around, so I'd rather just have it in a bag. Anyway, I'll stop rambling and I'll show you what's in the bloody bag. More dates, backup dates. Pump, which is a Toe Peak Race Rocket. Really like that. Chamois cream. I don't normally take chamois cream, but after I did I think it was a 200 in Mallorca, I felt a bit like, getting a bit back used to this. So I was like, I better just take it just in case. I didn't actually use any, but that is my favorite chamois cream. It's called Slipstream. I've used that for years as well. Really like that. This again, if you've seen my past videos, you'll see that it's all the same stuff. This is a little like cable tie like lock. It's steel, it's really good, it's made by Hip Lock, and I take this just for if I'm going to nip into a shop. Actually, on most of the time I take my bike into the supermarket to buy food and water, and no one really cares, but if they did, I would just lock it outside just for a few minutes with that. Then little Anchor power bank. I don't know why I'm holding this, you know what a power bank is, but that's just to make sure if I need to charge my phone, or if actually I've not brought those, where are they? My Shocks bone conductor headphones, to charge them. They actually didn't need charging. I didn't actually use that at all on that 300. I didn't need to charge phone, Garmin, or the headphones, they all lasted, but I always think it's good to have a backup, because if you're out really early or late at night and it gets cold, that just drains batteries of everything, so always good to have a little backup. Toolkit, which has got tube, multi-tool, all my little tricks in there, and tyre boots. I've started, they're from Restrap, they did send them me, so thanks Restrap. Yeah, tyre boots, and then like a little multi-charger. I have done a video on like what essentials to take for repairs, so I'll leave that below if you I wanted to look at that. But then I've got like one cable which has got like 3 ends. It's got an iPhone, USB-C and a USB cable, so I really like that. Gloves. Oh, actually there's 2 things I've not brought. One sec. This jacket is one of my best ever cycling purchases, and I think it was from a sample sale actually. It was really cheap. These are quite expensive. They're about 180, 200 pound. It's called Patagonia, not sponsors, Patagonia Micro Puff Hoodie. They are so warm and so small and light that they're just perfect if you're going to be riding in the night, or really early or really late at night, because it's just, I just feel like it's really comforting to put it on. And you saw that I put it under my helmet as well. So yeah, really, really, really rate these. I really do, I love it. And it's Prima Loft insulation, so it's not down. So I'm vegan, and so I wouldn't use down. But it's just so small and light, it doesn't matter if you get it wet. I've washed this so many times, and it's kind of, I think it's water resistant. So it's got like a coating on, so I've had to reproof that. But yeah, really like it. Although MAP, I've actually been looking, MAP have brought out a similar version, but it hasn't got the insulation on the back. So I think, because this can get quite warm, so I might have to look at that one. But yeah, they've done a very similar version of this. But yeah, definitely rate that. And then the other thing, you'll see these in so many of my videos, these are Shocks. I did a sponsored video with them a couple of videos back. This is not sponsored, and that was just like the one-off video, but I do rate them. Like, that's why I shared it, and we're happy to be sponsored for that video by them, because I use them on all my long rides. Every single one of my long rides, I take them because I just love them, and they had a really good battery life. I was out for, I didn't have them on the whole time, but I think these are now 10-hour battery life. But yeah, didn't need charging. So that is what I take. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, and then the other thing that I took were some homemade bars that I'd made, which were oats. I'll leave a recipe link below. I'll do a whole video on like what I eat. In fact, I'll find, there's an older video that I did, I think it was like 350k Manchester to Dartmoor, and I showed everything I ate in that long ride, so I'll leave that below as well. So any questions, anything I can help with to kind of encourage you or like help you along your endurance journey, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you on the next video. I hope you're going out doing some beautiful stuff this weekend, because the weather in the UK is, oh, it's so good right now and I'm so excited. Goodbye, farewell, have a great weekend. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh, it's a bit wonky. Really good. Oops.